Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Cancer, July 15, 2022. Although this is a generally busy, interactive time for you, with Venus in your solar 12th house, your inner world frequently draws you in these days. Today, Venus heads into harmony with Saturn, and time spent alone or with trusted friends or family can be constructive. Getting practical things done is satisfying, and it's easier with someone's help or encouragement. You see the beauty in things that last. With this patient transit, you might decide to give up a personal pleasure to gain something more significant to you in the long term. Coming to someone's aid or support might figure strongly now. Diplomacy and cooperation seem key to success today. Luckily, today and tomorrow a gorgeous energy will bring stability and sweetness to your personal and romantic relationships. Venus, the planet of love and marriage, will soon link to Saturn, the planet of permanence and strength. This ensures that any promise you make in love now could last forever to stand the test of time. New love found now could be with someone from a different age demographic or may even be a long-lasting, soulmate union. See what the universe is bringing your way. You deserve magnificent love. Do you feel like you are aligned with your network? Working with the right people, communities, and associations becomes your main priority when the Sun in your sign sextiles the North Node in Taurus. Ideally, who you are as a person and professional is aligned with the right network. But if you need to make changes or further develop certain connections, then do so today while fate and destiny are in your favor. You may find that choosing to commit to certain connections will further the progression of your professionalism. Today you might decide to host an impromptu party, and a lot of merry, jovial, and interesting people could attend. You'll have a lot of fun and blow off a lot of steam, and feel pleasantly exhausted when it's over. Don't hesitate, go for it. The only problem: a member of your household might be tired and not up for too much noise. Try to make certain everyone keeps their voices down, and don't play any loud music. Family and friends feel especially drawn to you and are paying you a great deal of attention. If you've been intending to renew old friendships or resolve a dispute, but didn't know how to go about it, now is the best time to cast aside your misgivings and go ahead. You will be welcomed and forgiven, and glad that you took the first step. The first thing you should do is listen. Sure, you're the kind of person who likes to jump right in and solve everyone's problems, but make sure you have the whole story before you start doling out advice. Aware of being able to get plenty of attention from admirers. Wherever you are, the looks you catch from others now and then are obvious and direct. Opportunities for romance are available, but don't overdo it. Be selective, for despite the many chances for romance, disappointment still causes heartache. Do your best to keep things light and fun-loving today. This sort of energy will be sorely needed considering the incredible intensity that is likely to kick up on a day like today. You may find that other people are saying things that are quite unexpected, and you may be surprised at the events that transpire as a result. Try not to get too bogged down by other people's negative attitudes and clashing opinions. Take care that you don't become too involved with harmful gossip. This can be a challenge for some 5 personalities, and with the added energy of this day, it can be very difficult. Consider the time and productivity that you give away by doing this. Try to keep your focus on your own life, and what you need to do there. This is certain to be more satisfying for you than chatting about the lives of other people. You can always walk away when conversations take on a gossiping slant. 10 days after Mars left your career sector, all 3 remaining planets have their brakes on. At the same time that the dwarf planet Eris moves into her final 7 days in direct motion here, Jupiter moves into his final 2 weeks, with all 3 in retrograde motion within the next 14 days. Yet as things are slowing down to a more manageable pace professionally, the money gods are preparing to open new doors on the income front next week. The moon's departure from your relationship sector yesterday was always going to leave you feeling more emotionally and intuitively engaged. However, While as a full moon this may have created some personal and/or relationship tension, this has left you with a better sense of what you want from your relationships and what they need from you, and of keeping the communication lines open. Our eyes in the sky. A full moon in disciplined, determined Capricorn shows up today, encouraging you to get rid of bad habits that are getting in the way of your success. You know what they are. It isn't easy to quit certain behaviors cold turkey, but this powerful lunar energy gives you the boost you need to take that first step in the right direction. You also experience an unpredictable Mercury-Uranus sextile that brings unexpected news that leads to serendipitous change. This might not be something you would have chosen to happen, but now that it has, you're able to look on the bright side and accept it for what it is. If you need to make any decisions related to this news, do it quickly and intuitively without overthinking. An evening Venus-Neptune square puts manipulative people in your path who try to guilt you into giving them what they want, but you can use distraction techniques to lead them, or yourself, in a different direction. Setting strong emotional boundaries should keep someone from taking advantage of you. Though the day may feel like it's filled with uncertainty, fluctuations in energy, and confusion, things clear up this evening when the moon shares a supportive connection to Mars. You'll likely feel motivated to work on a passion project or even spend a little one-on-one time under the sheets, but try not to stay up too late. A connection between the moon and Neptune could bring strange dreams your way tonight, but try not to read too much into them. Any messages that come through will likely be too convoluted to unpack. Both Saturn and the Capricorn moon are oriented to justice, and in trine to each other, Saturn curbs the moon's affinity for ruminating over choices but failing to commit to one. At this time, we easily tackle responsibilities by determining urgency and priority. This aspect perfects while some of us are still asleep, so our dreams may aid us in making decisions, guiding us to obvious conclusions through symbolism. In waking life, we might receive sound advice from elders or bosses, those who have developed more experience having been in the game longer. We are likely to feel touchy or embarrassed, and from the current vantage point, all roads lead to failure. Why are we focusing on the negatives? Well, often it can be easier to relinquish control and have someone else make the difficult choices. That way, if situations go sideways, the blame can't fall back on us. Although we want to absolve ourselves of the decision-making process, we are not being allowed to get away with it now, which creates frustration and stress. This is a lesson in self-ownership. Yes, the threat of failure is unpleasant, but so is living a life that others have designed for you.